Good afternoon. I'm Elaine Manzer, the Mayor of the Town of Peace River. And here again, I would like to just tell you about a few of the topics and decisions that we've had at our recent council meeting. One of the topics was assessment, and we had a very detailed presentation from our town assessor who explained how the assessment process works and how people realize that their properties might have assessments that go up or down. He says overall Peace River assessments are up a little bit, which is a good trend. However, he also mentioned that if you do have questions about your assessment when you get the notice, that you should take the opportunity within the time frame of 60 days to phone and ask questions about your assessment if that's what you need to do. Another topic was affordable housing, and recently the province has changed the MGA so that some affordable housing could become tax exempt. However, the council discussion realized that affordable housing in the town of Peace River would be $8 million in assessment, and if it was to become tax exempt, that would mean that at least $80,000 would have to be passed on to other properties that do pay taxes. So the council decision at first reading of this was not to exempt these properties from taxes. So they will still continue to pay taxes if the bylaw passes its second and third reading, which will be in an upcoming council meeting probably. Another bylaw that we looked at was changing a land use district. The reason for the change was that yes, we are doing our land use bylaw refresh, but we have a retail business who would like to establish themselves in this particular district, which is not zoned for what they want to do. The land use refresh is saying that we would rezone this. However, the timing doesn't work. So it was brought to council for an amendment to the land use bylaw that some property on the West Hill would be changed from industrial to commercial to allow this new retail business. The properties that are concerned are in the section by Modern Paint and United Flooring, and on the opposite side of the road to the east, the Strip Mall. So those properties, the plan is to change to commercial district. Another topic happened through a notice of motion. So for a notice of motion, councillors can put forth the notice of motion at a meeting, and then this just gives administration and the rest of councillors know that the councillor is actually putting forth the motion at a meeting upcoming, and at that point council would actually discuss the motion. So this one was brought forth by Byron Scamahorn, our councillor, and he would like to see administration do a cost-benefit analysis of RCMP costs versus town community peace officers' costs, how those two programs kind of work together, and at the same time, if we were to say reduce some RCMP services, and at the same time some could be done by community peace officers, what would be the cost benefit of that? So it requires a lot of work actually to do this, and council will be discussing whether we'd like admin to carry on with this proposal at a future council meeting. Some upcoming events in our community. This Friday, the hockey community and the town is hosting the U18C provincials, and they're at the Baytex, and they start Friday. The opening ceremonies are 1:30 on Friday afternoon, so if you would like to get up and come and see some good hockey this weekend, it's available for you to do that as well. I'd like to mention that our town parade of programs, the sign-up is on April 3rd at the Baytex, so perhaps go to the website and have a look if you would like to sign up your children or yourself for various programs. Also, just so that you're aware, our Public Works crews and the River Forecast people are keeping an eye on the situation with respect to spring thaws. We know that the Heart River has started its thaw, and that's why the park down by the senior center is closed for the time being. Just ask people to watch themselves around anytime there's ice. Roadways, of course, the potholes will start turning up rather rapidly with the thaw. That's part of the cycle. And Public Works is aware. They want you to keep reporting potholes as much as you can, and they will be getting to it. But sometimes it takes time, and sometimes it's based on weather conditions as to whether the work should be done in order for the work to last, essentially. So there are some big areas around town that have had water breaks, and just be careful when you're driving, and be careful when you're walking especially, like I said, where there's ice. The river is expected to go out, within the next month or so for sure. So it'll be an event, but stay away from the ice when you're watching it. Have a good week.